I'm Sargon from Utopian. Welcome to the first episode of creating login page, and also welcome to the 7th education video of the Materialize CSS. In this tutorial video, I will gonna show you how to create a professional login page with Modal method using Materialize library and jQuery library with using XML control panel server from scratch. First, you need to download Materialize CSS library, Materialize minified JavaScript library, Visual Studio Code, jQuery 3.3.1 minified library, and XML control panel server to make a Modal login page. We need to run XML control panel server to work with localhost server. Let's start only Apache Modal. Now we can run Visual Studio Code and let's choose our project, starting on login form. The download links for Materialize and jQuery libraries will be included in the links section. And we can start coding for Modal login page. Our first step about create a Modal button, because we need a clickable Modal button for reaching login section with pop-up effect. To explain briefly, Modal command provides us alert box with pop-up effect. When we click on the button, the login section we will create will open with the pop-up effect. First of all, we need a division class as usual. Division class. Let's define our division class as container. Okay. This command allows us to set the page layout for our login button. And here we need one more division class as center align. Division class equal center align. Center align class allows our login Modal button to appear in the center of the page, and we need to use here a href command as Modal, because we want a clickable Modal login button for create a login section with pop-up effect. This button will redirect us to Modal login section with pop-up effect we will create. And let's define our Modal login button properties with icon class equal. We want wave effect when we click this button, so let's type here waves effect. Waves effect is green, waves green. This means when we click on the button's color will turn green, and let's write here our button's primary color. I want it to appear as black, so let's write btn black. We need to define a style for the button to appear in the center of the page. Let's write style for margin top dimensions. Style equal margin top, and margin top value is 400 pixels is enough for the center. Okay, let's write the text what we want to write on the button here. I want button text appear as. Click here to login. And we can close our division class for this line, because this container class about defining button properties. And let's write here division class and ID for defining Modal login section. Division ID is Modal and class is Modal again. We will not change ID and class because the Modal's ID and class type are standard, so we use it here division ID as Modal and class ID as Modal. And if you remember, we used the previous division class as container. As you can see, we used container to define the button properties. Here we need one more division container for creating user login section. Let's write again division class container, and let's define our Modal content. So first we need to specify division class equal as Modal dash content, because we will define the login section properties and options here. And let's define our text color as blue here. Let's type here h2 class, because we need to define h2 class for heading properties. h2 class equal. Let's define our text color as blue, so let's write here blue text. You can choose the color what you want. And let's write here center align. because we want the welcome login message to appear in the center of the page, center align. Okay, here we need to define style of the login welcome message, style equal. Let's define the top margin value as 25 pixel, margin top value is 25 pixel. We wrote 25 pixel because this value allows the welcome message to appear at the center of the page. We can close this comment. And let's write here our welcome message. The message is welcome to the utopian.io. Okay. And let's add a space to make it looks better. Let's write here break for a space. And let's close our break comment here. And we need to use form comment to make the login section a fillable login form, and we need to define form as ID. Let's write here form as ID equal form. Our form ID is form. That's enough. We don't need to do anything special for this line. We will add new codes and comments in this line for the next episode of creating login form. And in this line we need a row with division class. Division class equal row. We wrote division class as row because after this line we will start to create the login form. First we need to create the username section for login form. For this we need input file comment because the username blank and it will be a fillable text file. So let's type division class as input file. Division class equal input file. Let's define an icon for the username area to look better, and as you know we're using Materialize icon family instead of Bootstrap CDN. Let's start typing with icon class. Icon class equal icon class is material icons. We wrote material icons because we're using Materialize font family. And let's add prefix here because we want the icon to appear at the left side of the username file, and I want the username text to look black. So let's write black text here. Black text. You can change the color what you want. And let's specify the icon type. For this we need to take a look at Materialize icon family with our browser. Let's launch our browser and let's go Materialize CSS website. And let's go ahead components and icons. And let's take a look. Account circle icon is great for username section. Let's copy this and let's go back our Visual Studio Code and let's paste here. Okay, we can close our icon class here. Here we need to use input placeholder. This means in the username form area it provides appear enter username with transparent text, and this text disappears when the user starts to write. Placeholder provides this view. Let's use here input placeholder, and our transparent text is enter your username. And we need to define an ID class, name, and a type for username form section input. Our ID is user because we wrote this code line for username section, and class is ID. And name is ID2, and type is text. We will write this file text, so input type is text. And okay, we can close our division comments for username form section. Division and division. Okay. Now we need to use same comments and codes we used for the username to create a password form section. Let's start again with division class as input file, and let's define an icon for password options. Icon class equal material icons, and again define as prefix, and our text color is black text. And let's take a look at Materialize icon family again. let's go back our browser and let's choose an icon about lock. Lock icon is nice for password option. Let's go back Visual Studio Code and let's paste it here, and we can close our icon command here. And here we need to write input placeholder for password section. Let's write again input placeholder, and our transparent text is enter your password, and let's define ID as password, and let's define class as password again, password, name and type as password, type equal password, and OK. We can close our division comments for password form section, division and division again. Finally, we need a sign in button to complete the login process. We need one more division class for this. Let's type division class. We need to define division class as model footer. Let's define it. Model footer. Model footer is a special command that is only used when creating the model button. We use model footer because in the second part, login and MySQL connection must be provided properly. Model footer class provides MySQL connection with login button. And let's define our button properties with button class. Let's write button class equal. First, let's specify the button is in the btn class. And I want wave effect when we click this button, so let's type here waves effect. And waves effect is light effect, waves light. This means when we click on the button's color will turn little white, and let's write here our button's actual color. I want it to appear as blue, so let's write blue. Let's define our button text. Our button text is sign in, and we can close our button command here, and also we can close our division and form commands here. Okay, and only one step left, this step about model script. Let's create a script file, okay, and let's start with $document.read function and brackets and curly bracket, and we need to type here $bracket.model and .model brackets and semicolon, and we can close our script here, and we can close it. We wrote this function to get the model effects and login form to work properly. Okay, we are done. We can save this project with Ctrl S, and we can check our login form with our browser. Let's go back our browser, and let's type here localhost 8080 sargun login form.html, and let's try our project. And as you can see, our buttons, effects and pop-up effect, text fields, welcome message and login form are work properly. And also I click this button and the button's color turns green, as you can see. We came to the end of our first part of creating the login page, and also we came to the end of 7th education video of the Materialize CSS tutorial video. In the next episode, we will provide the connection between MySQL PHP-MyAdmin authentication and login form. Thanks for watching my tutorial video. See you later in next education videos.